Hello, welcome back to Best Quote. So in this episode, we're talking about the quote by Richard Klein. It says that confidence is preparation. Everything else is beyond your control. And this can actually be true because if you are prepared, if you've made arrangement for something, it becomes easy for you to show up as being confident. So preparation actually is what makes you appear confident. If you're not prepared, a lot of times, even what seems to not be very big and all of that, you still not have that confidence because you are not sure of what you can do. You are not sure of what is going to come up. Even take, for example, when you're writing an exams and you didn't study very well for that exam and the time comes for the exam, you're going to be kind of nervous because you are not sure. You don't know what's going to come out. You don't know the kind of questions they are going to ask. The same thing happens for interview. If you are not well prepared for that interview, you go in there being nervous, not knowing what to say, not knowing how to respond to issues. Even maybe what they're going to ask might not even be that difficult, but because you are not prepared in the first place, you're already nervous. Because you are nervous already, your confidence level is going to drop. When your confidence level drops, it will now become difficult for you to perform at an optimal level. But if you have confidence, which comes from preparation, if you have actually prepared, even if what they're going to ask in an interview or in an exam is not what you studied, but because you've studied at all, because you actually took out time to study, that will give you confidence to say that whatever it is, I'm going to face it. Now, when you get there now and then you now see something that is different from what you studied, at least you went there being confident. You can now start to try to look for a way to answer the questions or, kind of make something out of it in terms of being creative. But if you hadn't prepared at all, it's going to be difficult because right off the gate, you're already nervous. Right off the gate, you're already timid. Right off the gate, you're already saying, oh, you're going to fail this interview, you're going to fail this exam. So going with that mindset is going to be difficult for you to actually pass that exam. But if you have already studied, if you're already prepared, gone through questions, you know something, you're expecting certain questions to come out, even if they don't come out. But because you already have that confidence that you can tackle whatever question they bring, when you get there, you're going to tackle that question. Even if it's you being creative. And same thing happens with the interview. If you already have an idea of what they could ask, if you already have an idea of the job, you are going there confident, knowing that whatever thing they ask you can answer it. Even when you get there and they ask you something that you didn't prepare for, but because you already have the confidence that you are going to tackle this, you are going to answer, you are going to pass this interview, you are going to ace this interview. When you get there, you are going to find out that your creative side is going to come into play because you are going to start imagining and being creative and come up with something that is going to help you eventually even still pass that exam or that interview. So confidence comes from preparation. Very, very true. So if you find out that you're lacking confidence in something, I think you should ask yourself, how prepared are you about that thing? If you find out that you're lacking confidence in maybe talking to people, going to doing certain things, you should ask yourself, how prepared are you about that particular thing? So if you lack confidence, to look for a way to learn, look for a way to study, look for a way to learn from others. And that is why it's good to have mentors. That is why it's good to look up to people, to read books, to go for seminars and all of that. These are the things that will improve you. This personal development is something that is very, very key. A lot of people still don't appreciate it. A lot of people think it's overhyped, but it is really very, very key to helping you grow because this helps you to discover the part of you that you have not developed. It helps you to discover the part of you that needs to be nurtured, that needs to be improved, that needs to be grown. So if you're able to improve on those parts, then it's going to help you. It's going to reflect. It's going to show up in other parts of your activities, in other part of your life. It's going to give you confidence. It's going to boost confidence in whatever thing you're doing. So if you lack confidence, think about what you need to learn. Think about what you need to do in order to increase that confidence. And to increase that confidence means you need to be prepared. To be prepared means you need to learn. You need to find out. You need to ask questions. There are questions that you are not asking yourself right now. There are questions that you are scared of even thinking of. There are questions that when you hear them, you'll be like, wow, I don't even want to go to that side. So those are the questions. The things you are afraid of, the things you are worried about are the things you actually need to study. You need to find out. You need to get more answers towards them. So if you get those answers, if you get yourself prepared, I guarantee you there is nothing that is going to make you fear. There's nothing that is going to make you timid, especially when it comes to being confident in talking to people, in exams, in interviews, in whatever thing you find yourself, confidence is not going to be lacking from you. And I will even want to say that sometimes it might not even be about you going to study something or finding something to learn. It might actually come from your own experience. A lot of times, the experiences you've had in the past, the things you've done in the past, is going to kind of equip you going forward, about things that you're going to do in the future. So when you have experience about something, when you have experience on something, a lot of times that builds up the confidence that you have in that particular thing. So if you have been doing something for some time now and they now call you to come and do it somewhere else, because you've already had the experience, that is going to boost your confidence to be able to perform optimally. So it may not really be something that, okay, you don't know how to do this, you want to go and learn. It might actually be something that you've already done before. Maybe you've learned it in the past, or maybe you didn't learn it, but accidentally or whatever, you got the experience, that you got to learn about it, that you got to get involved in it. So that experience is still with you. That experience can also build confidence for you. So it's either way of doing it. Is either you already have the experience that is going to help you to boost your confidence, or if you don't have the experience at all, then you really have to learn it right away now. Whatever thing you are scared of, whatever aspect of your life that you don't have confidence on, you really need to ask yourself, you need to worry about, you need to ask yourself, what do I need to learn? What questions do I need to answer to be able to get more confidence or boost my confidence in those areas? Because that is how you are going to grow. That is how you are going to be able to perform optimally. Because every other thing is out of your control. That particular one that is within your control is you being confident. So if you're able to take care of what is within your control, which is being confident, forget about the rest. But if you're not able to even control the one that you can control, if you're not able to control the one that is within your perimeters, how do you think the one external is going to affect you? It's going to affect you in a huge way. So work on yourself first, take care of your own confidence level first, and then the one outside is going to take care of yourself. That is the way I see it, and that is the way I feel it should be. So guys, thank you for listening. And of course, if you are listening to this on podcast, thank you very much. If you are watching this on YouTube, I urge you to please subscribe, of course, like and share this video with others. Thank you, and see you in the next one.